Advertisements on television or in newspapers include sex almost every day, whether it's because it causes controversy, which spreads the brand's name, or because sex sells. The concept of sexuality in our culture, including desires, behaviors, and identities, is constructed by the media, and here we can see by advertisements. Some are just ridiculous, and you have to wonder how this was ever brainstormed. Sometimes the reference to sex is so subtle that you don't even realize. Some could be considered wacky, but most are just horrific. Being open to the concept of sex is important, especially because we live in a sex-negative culture where only certain sexualities are deemed acceptable. There have even been studies comparing societies that are sex-positive versus sex-negative. In class, we studied the differences between Dutch and American parents in terms of the teenage sleepover. Here in America, usually teenage couples don't have sleepovers, while with Dutch parents, it's no big deal. While some could see this as an increase of openness to the topic of sex, many are usually outraged that this type of profanity is being so easily tossed around in the media. There are a few main types of sexuality in advertisements: a muscular guy, hot girl on hot girl for men's enjoyment, and rape culture. During the BMS theme song displaying hot girl on hot girl for men's enjoyment, you can see that if only in certain settings, such as drunk at a frat, is gay behavior not questioned. This hookup culture has been controlled by a double standard. Men who hook up with one or more women at a time, many times, are seen positively, but women who do so are perceived more negatively. There are party and bar scenes where women are encouraged to make out with one another for the enjoyment of men and with alcohol in their system. Even though these actions are same-sex behavior, it is not seen as gay because it is controlled around the men's heterosexual desire. After the environment stimulus goes away, women don't make a big deal out of it because they can blame it on the alcohol. Men don't make a big deal out of it either because it satisfies their own desires. Within our culture, rape is a set reality of a woman's life. We see it as daunting and inevitable, when instead we could think of ways to prevent rape rather than ways to deal with rape.
She was practically begging me to fuck her. If that's rape, then every girl at this school wants to be raped.